Welcome along, everyone. It's Justin Dawson. It's the All Things TechIE Podcast, episode 73. This show was recorded on the 5th of April, 2023. Hope you enjoy it.
Here's the show that loves to talk about gadgets and gizmos, from A-Logic to Yamaha, cameras to control panels. You get what I mean. We love talking all things techie. In fact, that's the name of the show. And here is your host, Justin Dawson.
Well, welcome along, listeners. Thank you for joining us on the All Things TechIE Podcast, episode 73. As we said earlier, if you'd like to get in contact with the program, you can do so by visiting our website, www.allthingstech.ie. Yes, it will be getting a major overhaul in the not-so-distant future. You can also tweet me directly at Justin or Dawson. You can tweet the show at AV Tech Junkies. And, of course, we're on YouTube if you'd like to view us live. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or if you're watching us on YouTube, where we have over 5,000 viewers and subscribers. We thank you. Subscribe there and you won't miss any of our programs. Now, it's the 5th of April, so just a couple of days after the whole April's Fool. Were you fooled? I always look out for... I always look out for April's Fool's jokes that contain tech. Were you fooled by any? I like this one. Introducing a Candy, the Irish Culture ChatGPT plugin. OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, recently signed a deal with Microsoft, providing their artificial intelligence technology. A month ago, this deal brought AI-powered features to Bing, and this technology will soon be coming to its productivity suite, Microsoft 365. Users of Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel and Word will be able to call upon an AI co-pilot, which will enable editing, summarizing, creating and comparing documents. 2 weeks ago, OpenAI unveiled GPT-4, their latest iteration of ChatGPT, and some of the new technology will be seen in Microsoft's AI co-pilot. These new features will make day-to-day work a lot easier and has also forced the hand of Google, who will be bringing out their competitor. Whilst this technology will soon be ubiquitous, it is still to overcome one very big hurdle: the human voice and accent. Comprehending Dublin 4 accent is one thing, but comprehending a thick Kerry or Northern accent is not so easy. So how can this be overcome? Well, luckily for our National Irish Mathematics Business Institute has come up with the rescue with a new ChatGPT plugin, Candy. Culture AI National Data Irish Einstein will be launched this coming Monday. And Monday, of course, being April's Fool's Day. The lead AI scientist and programmer behind Candy, Professor Ernest Stroker, spoke to the Irish Tech News about how this ushers in a new era for AI. When I first heard about ChatGPT, I knew it was going to be a game changer and I couldn't wait to use it. When I finally got to use it, and the UX and the UI was impressive. However, it lacked one thing: the ability to interact successfully with different voices and accents. After speaking with my colleagues at the NIMBI, we decided to reach out to OpenAI and offer our help to fix this problem. We knew that the machine learning would be a game changer for us and help us fix this issue. OpenAI were very accommodating and agreed that the human voice and accent was going to become an issue. We were then tasked with fixing this issue, and OpenAI sent their top AI programmers, Viagra, to help us. Oh dear. Viagra was great in helping us, and what we achieved with Candy can be slowly replicated with updates of ChatGPT for other countries. I would also like to thank the Irish government, especially Simon Coveney, the Minister for Enterprise, Trade and Employment, and Enterprise Ireland, who helped us fund this. For the latest news on Candy, please keep an eye on the Irish Tech News website that made that April's Fool's joke. Other April's Fool's jokes throughout the years. Winpass.
Welcome to Winpass. What is Winpass? Winpass is a password manager that thrives on the belief that the safest and most secure passwords are the ones you don't remember. What's more secure than a password that no one can guess? A password that no one even knows in the first place. To get started, log into Winpass using your name and password. Any name and password will do. We won't remember them. Then, simply enter whatever passwords or sensitive information you want to forget into the multiple secure password fields. Hit enter, and Winpass will immediately wipe them from existence. Safe, secure, oblivious. Welcome to Winpass. What is Winpass? Winpass is a password manager that thrives on the belief that the safest and most secure passwords are the ones that you don't... Winpass keeps your passwords and information safely forgotten by not utilizing any data storage or transfer system of any kind. Worried about hackers leaking your information? No problem. With Winpass, there's nothing there to steal. So, the next time you forget your password, just remember that Winpass is already there to do it for you. To get started, log into Winpass using your name and... Wait, okay. Keep your passwords safely forgotten with Winpass, the world's first and only password manager that forgets... No, I know this. Welcome to Winpass. What is Winpass? Winpass is a password manager that thrives on the belief that... No, okay, I know I read that already. Okay, yeah. Keep your shit. Pass your wind. Winpass.
Independently owned by Windscribe VPN last year, informed their users they were being bought out by Gape Corporation for $696,969,420 and branding to BSVPN. This led to a surge of customer support tickets, tweets and Reddit threads from concerned customers that they were wary of yet another VPN being acquired by a large corporation. As of 2023, many VPNs over the past few years have been bought out by large media conglomerates who spend millions of dollars acquiring VPN companies and VPN review websites. This has left a handful of independently owned VPNs still operating. That luckily enough, this was a joke. Welcome to Winpass. The best April Fool's jokes in the past few years, of course. Google Maps, MS Pac-Man in 2018. Google Maps introduced a feature that allowed users to play the classic arcade game MS Pac-Man on their map. Users could click on an icon of the game character and the map would turn into the game's iconic maze, complete with power pellets, ghosts and fruit. The game was available on the desktop and mobile versions of Google Maps, and players could compete with their friends for high scores. This is why, listeners, I would hate to see Google lose any more tech staff. Like, they just have the time to make a computer game inside a search engine. Netflix Live was another one. In 2017, Netflix introduced a fake movie called Netflix Live, which was just 2 hours of actor Will Arnett, BoJack Horseman, making sarcastic comments about whatever was happening on screen. The fake movie was presented as a live stream show with Arnett sitting in front of a fireplace and providing humorous commentary on things like a potted plant, a TV playing static, and an empty studio. In 2019, Tinder and height verification. In 2019, Tinder, the app, introduced a new feature called height verification, which required users to upload a photo of themselves standing next to a building or landmark to prove their height. The feature was presented as a way to combat height phishing, where users would exaggerate their height in their profile. The prank was met with mixed reactions, with some users finding it funny, while others felt that it was insensitive to people who were insecure about their height. That sort of went down like a lead balloon. In 2019, Lyft and Mono introduced Mono, a fake ride-sharing service that offered one-seater vehicles. The company claimed that the service was perfect for people who wanted to experience the joy of ride-sharing alone, and it promised to provide riders with a true one-on-one experience of their driver. In 2019, Google introduced a new feature called Screen Cleaner, which used advanced technology to clean your phone screen while emitting ultrasonic waves. You know what? People do actually fall for these April Fool's jokes. The prank was introduced as a way to solve the problem of dirty phone screens, with Google claiming the feature would even remove the toughest grime, grease and smudges.
These days, we use phones to do a lot of different things. Fun things. Useful things. More fun things. But over time, they can get cluttered. Which is why millions of people use the Files app to keep their phones organized and clean. But what about the outside of your phone?
Now, you might not want to. If they're months apart.
There are a lot of ways to keep your phone clean. Wiping, more wiping, cases for cases. You can even get specialized hardware. But what if there was a way for your phone to keep itself clean from the inside out? Introducing a new feature in the Files app, Screen Cleaner. Screen Cleaner uses the Smudge Detector API to identify imperfections. Using our geometric dirt models and haptic micro-movement generator, Screen Cleaner dislodges dirt, smudges, and more. Once the phone is clean, internal vibration and haptic controls create micro-vibrations, forming a long-lasting non-stick shield around the surface of the phone. So with just a few taps, your screen is like new, with a fresh pineapple scent. Keep your phone clean, inside and out, with Files by Google.
In 2019, Spotify also introduced Discover Weekly, a playlist of disco versions of users' favourite songs. The playlist was presented as a way to help users rediscover your favourite songs in a whole new way, with disco versions like popular songs like Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper and Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. YouTube also had Snoopervision in 2019. A joke introduced a new feature called Snoopervision, which allowed users to watch videos with Snoop Dogg. The feature was revealed as a way to experience YouTube in a whole new way, with Snoop Dogg providing commentary on popular videos like Gangnam Style and Charlie Bit My Finger. 2019 was a big year for April's Fool's jokes, and Adobe had the Photoshop camera. Adobe introduced a new app called Photoshop Camera, which used artificial intelligence to automatically edit your photos. The app was presented as a way to take your photography to the next level, with features like Auto Portrait, which would automatically blur the background of your photos, and Posterize, which would turn your photos into colourful poster-like images. But they sort of do that now, and it's 2023 with AI. Anyways, in 2017, Airbnb introduced a new feature called Harmless Host, which promised to completely automate Airbnb experience. A promotional video was released where a host wearing a smiley on a helmet wandered around performing host duties.
Can you pause the music, please? Text Airbnb host Brandon. I'm on my way.
Message sent.
Play music.
We at Airbnb believe in a future of convenience, where products and services are smart and take care of all the little things so you don't have to. That's why we created a completely humanless host.
Hello, I am Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. I'm Claire.
Hello.
Claire.
Humanless host bridges the gap between what is magical and what is easy.
These woods are so remote, it is not recommended you enter without a guide.
My phone died.
Bringing to life incredible experiences with the same perspective of an actual human being. They provide everything from activities that last a few hours to full 3-day immersions.
Hey, robot! Robot! Robot, do the robot! Do it!
Humanless host is so lifelike, you'll completely forget they're not human.
Hey, Brandon, get in here!
Humanless host is so lifelike, you'll completely forget they're not human.
Wait, where's Brandon?
Humanless host is so lifelike,
Updating.
Brandon?
Updating.
you'll completely forget they're not human.
And people still fell for these things. 2018, Tesla introduced a new feature called Toilet Humor, which made fart sounds every time the driver used the turn signal. The flatulent can be adjusted from Falcon Heavy to ludicrous fart, all the way to boring fart. All references made to Elon Musk's ventures. We brought up Elon Musk once more in the All Things TechIE podcast. How do we not avoid bringing up an episode with the words Elon Musk in it? 2019, Microsoft had Excel for Cats. Microsoft introduced a new version of Excel called Excel for Cats, which introduced features like performance review and kitten carousel. Oh dear. Okay, a couple more. In 2017, Amazon introduced Pet Lexa on the 1st of April as a new feature called Pet Lexa, which allowed pets to use Alexa to order food, play music, and more. The Pet Lexa feature was stated to allow dogs, cats, and other animals to communicate with Alexa just like humans do. It said that the laughter is the best medicine, and while this may not always be true, it does reduce stress, improve cardiac functions, and bolster your immune system. So look for the value rather than frustration posed with the text guys giving you a good laugh. After all, April Fool's Day comes but once a year. Samsung pulled off one of the most hilarious April Fool's pranks when it told the world about its Internet of Things vision. Only in this case, Internet of Things did not stand for the usual Internet of Things, or IoT, but it was an abbreviation of Internet of Trousers. The intelligent trousers, Samsung told us, were made by embedding ARTIK smarter fashion chip modules which communicated with smarter fabric care app. The smart features of these trousers included Wi-Fi, which notified when your zip was open for more than 3 minutes, a get up alert to tell you to stand up and get moving, a keep your pants on mode, which used embedded bioprocessor to remind you to keep cool, and even fridge lock, which locked the refrigerator if the tension around your waist got too high. In terms of structure, it was one of the most elaborate April Fool's pranks and was punchy too. The Wi-Fi, the Get Up Alert, and the Keep Your Pants by Arctic. ARTIK, the Internet of Trousers. Okay, one or two more that I do love these tech April Fools. PayPal surprised many when it tweeted that users could now actually print currency notes from their phones. The brand announced this on Twitter, complete with an elaborate visual of a British pound emerging from an iPhone with a PayPal interface on the screen. While some smelled rat, others wondered how this could be done, and to shocking revelation, we're sure. That it? Have we had enough? One more. The awesome prank from Google that we wish had been real. Google gets the award for the cutest April Fool prank ever played. In 2018, the search giant released a 1-minute, 25-second video announcing Google Play for Pets. This was an app designed especially for pets to keep them entertained while you were away, and to also sharpen their minds and train them. This was accompanied by an amazingly cute visuals, such as a bird playing, Angry Birds, and a tortoise playing an arcade racing game. It was heartbreaking to discover that this was a prank.
We not only have voices for a podcast, but also faces for YouTube. Don't miss your next episode. All Things TechIE Podcast.
That's where you should subscribe on YouTube. All Things TechIE Podcast. Just search it on YouTube and you'll find us there. And click the subscribe button, click the bell, and you'll be notified of any future podcast releases on my YouTube channel. I'm Justin Dawson. This is the All Things TechIE Podcast, episode 73. There's just a list of some of the tech pranks that happen on April's Fool. My apologies for missing our weekly episodes of the All Things Techie Podcast. As you can hear, my throat is a bit raw. Cold and coughs and splutters that I pick up from my children. That's the only way I can describe it. I hope you're all looking forward to Easter, just around the corner. Good Friday is coming up on Friday, and then Easter Sunday with loads of chocolate. Yeah, looking forward to that. And thank you to all the AV professionals, the listeners and everything that's been following me, my personal Twitter page and my personal website, noticing all the posts that I'm putting up for World Autism Month and World Autism Day, and saying that, like, fair play to speak out as a parent and advocate of a child that is autistic. And I'm doing a lot. I am doing a lot. So that took up a lot of my time last week as well, listeners. So thank you for everyone that reached out. Really appreciate you reaching out to me. Now, we may have been joking about ChatGPT there, but ChatGPT has been banned in Italy pending data protection investigation. This comes out on the 31st of March, so it's not a joke. It's the first time the national regulator has made such a move against ChatGPT, OpenAI's widely successful chatbot that launched late last year. While the tech has wowed so many with its ability to write computer code and pass tough exams, its development has left some concerned. Italy's Data Protection Agency also alleged that the San Francisco-based firm had no legal basis that justifies the massive collection and storage of personal data in order to train the algorithms underlying the operation. It is the first time a national regulator has made such a move against ChatGPT, and last week it fell victim to a cybersecurity breach that exposed some user conversations and payment details. OpenAI did not immediately respond to requests for comment on that. That's a story from Sky News at the moment. We did say I was going to try and stop mentioning the name Elon Musk, but it's impossible to stop mentioning the name Elon Musk in this tech program. Elon Musk and experts say AI development should be paused immediately. The letter, signed by more than 1,000 people, warned of potential risks to society and civilization by human competitive AI systems in the form of economic and political disruptions. Elon Musk and the group of artificial intelligence experts are calling for pause on the training of the AI systems due to the potential risks to society and humanity. The letter, issued by the non-profit Future of Life Institute and signed by more than 1,000 people, warned of potential risks to society and civilization and by human competitive AI systems in the form of economic and political disruptions. Powerful AI systems should be developed only once we are confident that their effects will be positive and their risks will be manageable. It called for a 6-month halt to the dangerous race to develop systems more powerful than OpenAI's newly launched ChatGPT or GPT-4. If such a pause cannot be enacted quickly, the letter says governments should step in and institute a moratorium. AI labs and independent experts should use these reports to jointly develop and implement a set of shared safety protocols for advanced AI and development that are rigorously audited and overseen by independent outside experts, the letter says. You know what? I have a problem with this, listeners, and this is my personal opinion, not the opinion of others. Elon Musk wants to make driverless cars, and we talked in an episode of companies and associations that are against this driverless car idea that Elon Musk has with Tesla, and even rented out space at Super Bowl for adverts. You don't see the same type of push with Elon Musk blocking that type of approach and saying that we should stop it. My thought is Elon Musk has joined the AI race too late. That's my thought. And because everyone's ahead of him, he just wants to put a halt on it. That's personally my opinion. Love to hear your opinion. Get in contact with us. Details on the bottom of the screen if you're watching on YouTube. You can tweet me at Justin or Dawson is my personal Twitter handle, or you can tweet the show at AVTechJunkies. Comments at allthingstech.ie, and all the details on our website www.allthingstech.ie. Are smart locks more secure than traditional locks? Well, this is a great question. You may be wondering about the advantages of smart locks and if they are secure. You may also be concerned about what would happen if your phone ran out of battery, leaving you unable to access your home. Smart homes are becoming increasingly popular, and one aspect of the trend is the integration of smart door locks. It is important to note that the global smart lock market was valued at $1.4 billion in 2020 and is projected to grow by 20% annually to 2028. This suggests that many individuals are already embraced in the use of smart locks and feel secure using them. While smart locks are not entirely new, they upgrade to the new standard locks that can be found in every developed home. Thus, it may not be a priority to invest in a few $100s in upgrading your door's locking mechanism. However, if smart locks improve your daily life and provide additional convenience and security, it may be worth considering the upgrade. So, would you get a smart lock on your house? For me, no. Absolutely not. There's devices that can get around sensors and key codes and stuff, such as the flipper tool. If you're watching on YouTube, I will show you what the flipper tool looks like. But the flipper tool is it is a mini computer, smaller than the size of a normal mobile phone, that can read RFID codes. It can take any sensory, so it can open. It's been shown to open security gates. It's been shown to open up barriers at car parks. It's been shown to turn off TVs and digital signage, and it can do a lot more. It can if you plug it in with a cable, it can brute force hack into a computer. So, if all these things are available at hand through a little device that is no bigger than a mobile phone, do you find the likes of a door that has a smart lock secure? No, I don't. I really don't. I would rather use smart devices such as Google Cams and Ring doorbells to see my house and look at it and be secure with my house. That's, now people say, well, Justin, other people could be hacking into your internet. Well, I've nothing to hide on my video doorbell that's at my house. That's the honest truth. And I try and put extra security layers on my broadband at my house. It's a secure, I have a couple of different servers and routers to go through. When we talk about smart locks, we're referring to a category of devices with a wide range of functionalities. At the core, a smart lock is an electronically powered lock, if you're not aware what a smart lock is, that can be operated wirelessly. If you stayed at a hotel in recent years, chances are you've used a smart lock. And you know what? The flipper tool has been shown to open up those smart locks at hotels. Smart locks are not limited to front doors. They can replace any traditional lock and are available in various forms, such as deadbolts, padlocks, and door locks. However, smart locks are designed for doors, typically offer more features and provide better security. I would be in disagreement. I don't think it as security. It might send a notification if the door was open. Yeah, fine. But so does an alarm as well. What are the drawbacks of using smart locks? It depends on technology. Your Wi-Fi could go down if the locks require power, software, and connectivity, which means there's a power outage, which we get a lot of power outages in my area of North County Dublin. A software glitch or connectivity issue could prevent you from entering your home or office. In this contrast, traditional locks are mechanical and don't rely on electricity or an internet connection or function. I would like to hear from the listeners. Do you use a smart lock on your house? And do you think it is more secure than the traditional lock? Let us know. Tweet me at Justin or Dawson. You can comment at allthingstech.ie. We're going to have a new feature soon on the website where you can send voice messages to our podcast and we'll play them out as well. Really looking forward to doing that. And if you would love to come on the show with me and, talk tech with me, you can get in contact. Tweet at AVTechJunkies is the Twitter handle for the show, or you can tweet me directly, and all the details on our website, www.allthingstech.ie. April the 4th, Apple mixed reality headset may not be unveiled at WWDC. Here's why. Apple's highly anticipated mixed reality headset is again pushed back from production, and the device will not be unveiled at the WWDC as previously thought. Reliable Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo shared the information on Twitter, saying that because Apple isn't very optimistic about the AR/MR headset announcement recreating the astounding iPhone moment, the mass production schedule for the assembly has been pushed back by another 1 to 2 months to mid to late quarter of 2023, the third quarter of 2023. The iPhone movement here is a reference to back when the first iPhone was unveiled, which took the world by storm because of Steve Jobs' radical take on the future of smartphones. Apple seems to be intent on bringing about a similar reaction with the MR headset, which from the leaks is already shaping up to be perhaps one of the most innovative products from the Cupertino company in a decade. The delay also adds uncertainty to whether the new device will appear at the WWDC 2023 as the market widely expects. An Apple analyst cited the economic downturn. An Apple analyst cited the economic downturn, compromises on some hardware specifications for mass production, such as weight, the readiness of the ecosystem and applications, a high selling price of $3,000 to $4,000 or even higher, as being the main reason for the company not being very optimistic regarding the market feedback for the headset. Now, if it was a mixed reality headset and it's supposed to be a game changer, would you pay $3,000 to $4,000 for a headset? That sounds astronomical price. The WWDC has been confirmed to be the hosted online format from June the 5th to June the 9th. Apple has not officially confirmed or denied any details about its mixed reality headset. However, some clues have emerged from its recent patent acquisitions and hires. For example, Apple has acquired several companies related to VR and AR technologies, such as NextVR, Spaces, Aconia Holographics, and Vervana, Viorvana. It has also hired several experts in the field, such as Arthur Van Hoff, the co-founder of Jaunt VR. That is 2 days ago. I don't get the idea of wearing headsets for VR and mixed reality, and I like if you can use it perceive it with your own human eye. That's the best way of doing these mixed realities. On the 31st of March 2023, E3 2023 cancelled. Gaming's biggest trade event and bastion of internet memes is no longer. E3 was the akin to Christmas for people who love video games, with Nintendo, Microsoft and Sony among the companies that would come together to make their biggest announcement of the year. Once the obvious home for the industry's biggest players to make major annual announcements, the show has been heavily disputed since the COVID pandemic and usurped by other initiatives. The likes of Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft have become used to hosting their own live streams instead, showing off their new games throughout the year rather than collecting them around a marquee event. But this year it was supposed to be E3's grand comeback with the multi-day in-person conference in Los Angeles, scheduled for June, the first time since 2019. The writing had seemed to be on the wall for some months, though, with PlayStation maker Sony, Nintendo and Assassin's Creed developer Ubisoft among the companies to have said they wouldn't be going, and it has been cancelled. E3 organisers Reed Pop and Entertainment Software Association (ESA) had now announced its cancellation. So it seems that the more just day-to-day advertising by these console companies to advertise. EA to cut 6% of its workforce, putting Galway jobs at risk. The tech sector still gets a hit with a lot of redundancies. EA employs hundreds of staff at its Galway facility in Ireland and expects these global job cuts to occur throughout its upcoming fiscal year. Unfortunately, more job losses in the tech sector, and I hope people find some other places to go. It's a downturn. It really is. Zoom has upgraded its AI features with OpenAI to make meetings simpler. The new features added to Zoom IQ, the platform's AI assistant tool, were announced at the Enterprise Connect event during the week. Zoom, the popular video conferencing platform, is getting an AI upgrade with new features such as meeting summaries, message composition, and even setting agendas for meetings. While Zoom had AI-powered features for a while now, the Silicon Valley company has recently partnered with ChatGPT creator OpenAI to upgrade its current AI capabilities with Zoom IQ, an assistant that can simplify a range of tasks on the platform. Zoom has long built AI solutions into our products to empower customers to be more productive, said Samita Hashim, Chief Product Officer at Zoom. We are excited to bring many more capabilities with new large language models. Our unique approach to AI will give customers in the flexibility they want to help significantly improve in collaboration and customer relations. The AI upgrades to Zoom IQ were announced today, the 27th of March at Enterprise Connect, one of the North America's leading IT and communications events. Also, last week, Ford withholds petition seeking US approval to deploy self-driving vehicles. In Washington, Ford Motor Co. has withdrawn a petition seeking US regulatory approval to deploy up to 2,500 self-driving vehicles annually without required human controls like steering wheels, according to a letter made public on Thursday last. The automaker told the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the NHTSA, it was no longer seeking approval for the petition it filed in July 2021, citing its decision to close its self-driving venture Argo AI last year. As evidence from the planned shutdown of our ADS partner Argo AI, we believe the road to be fully autonomous vehicles at scale with a profitable business model will be a long one, Ford said in February the 13th letter, adding it was more prudent to focus on other technologies that do not require an exemption. The number 2 US automaker said on Thursday that its strategic decision to focus on partially automated vehicles meant it no longer needed petition approval. Ford, which jointly ran Argo with Volkswagen AG, booked a $2.7 billion non-cash pre-tax impairment on its investment in the unit and laid off some employees. The petition was made public in July 2022 by the NHTSA and opened alongside a similar petition submitted by General Motors that is still pending. Ford had said it intended to deploy a self-driving ride, hailing and packaging delivery vehicle early in the decade. Watch this space. Self-driverless cars, Tesla and Ford and Volkswagen. It's still very much in its infancy, listeners. Now, don't forget, later in this month, in about a week or so's time, hopefully for episode 74, I'll be joined by Eamon Drew from BirdDog, the CEO of BirdDog, to talk everything about BirdDog and NTI and his family plans. Should I say any more? No, I shouldn't. Tune in to All Things TechIE Podcast, episode 74. That's coming soon. If you like this program, please hit the subscribe button if you've watched it on YouTube, and hit the bell button as well, and be notified of any future episodes of the All Things TechIE Podcast. We have some great how-to videos coming up. Keep an eye on our channel, also on my personal website, www.justinordawson.com. Thank you again to everyone that reached out with some of the writings I have been doing for April, which is always known as Autism Month or Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. I'm doing a lot there. I'm doing a lot of tech writings as well on my personal website, so please do check that out as well. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be on Spotify, whether it be on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast. From me, Justin Dawson, thank you once again for listening and viewing the All Things TechIE Podcast. I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to All Things TechIE Podcast, part of the Extreme Media Network. Follow us on Twitter at AVTechJunkies. Subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch our show on YouTube by visiting youtube.com/@Justin_or_Dawson. Previous episodes of our show can be found on our official site, www.allthingstech.ie. For advertising and sponsorship opportunities, please visit www.extrememedia.ie.